here again. I'm here just showing some of my artwork. Um, so if you've seen all the artwork earlier, it's going to be the same stuff that I showed earlier. But I just wanted to come back on here for some people who may have missed the video earlier in the day. So a little bit about me. I am Rachael Caskey. I'm an artist. I'm trying to make it my full-time gig, but it's kind of difficult these days for obvious reasons, perhaps, or maybe not so obvious for some people. I'm a single mom of teenage sons, co-parent with my ex, but I live in the suburbs outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with no vehicle right now. So I'm pretty much been struggling financially for quite some time, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. And I have all this artwork that's been stored up that I've been painting prolifically since pre-COVID time. And I figured, I'll just put my artwork out there if anybody likes it and wants to purchase some and help me out, and they like what I make, then awesome. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But here's one of my pieces. I guess this might look backwards. I don't know if I could. I don't know if there's a way to correct that or not on here. But this piece is on wood. It says, "Blessed is the man whose sin the Lord will never count against him." So that one's a piece on wood. This is a newer piece on canvas board. She's praying and she has her cross, and the sun is coming down and the beautiful flowers around her. It's a very peaceful piece. She has a little halo around her head. This is also on canvas board. Piper Cat. Hi, Piper. Thanks for joining me. I'm just showing some of my art. I'm hoping to find some people who are interested in purchasing some of my art. Hi, preppy girl Lily. Thanks for joining. Oh, thank you, Piper. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw the other ones I just showed, but yeah, this is on canvas board. This is a more recent piece that I've done. I'm super proud of this one. I love the colors. I love using a ton of color in my artwork. So if anybody's interested in my art and purchasing anything, just let me know. You can find me on Venmo. I don't want to push too hard, but like if you find something you absolutely love, let me know, and we can figure something out. Here's, I don't know if you saw this one already. You can kind of see this shimmery because I used gold in here quite a bit. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Sometimes I do work on paper too, so that I made this cute little guinea pig. My kids used to have guinea pigs, so I drew one for them. Here are a couple of my floral paintings. Fun fact, I have this design on some of my products in Etsy, like print on demand. So if you go to Etsy and you search Rachael Caskey Art, you'll find my Etsy shop. And some of my art and designs are on print on demand products like tote bags, pillows, even like kitchen accessories, towels, things like that. So I have to add more of my designs in there, but I have to watch because you have to actually pay, the listing fee, and that can add up quickly if you don't have the money to pay for it. So yeah, there's this as well. Here's this one. It says, I think it's backwards, but you can't see. It says joy, love, and peace. Let's see. Here's another piece. So this one's also on canvas board. I get a lot of my ideas from books, from craft books, and I, you know, try to implement what I see. You know, sometimes I'll watch YouTube videos and watch other artists and see what kind of style they use. So this is where you'll see a lot of like different styles come out. Here's this. This one's on wood. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll incorporate what they call God numbers into some of my art pieces. So you'll see the number 3, or you'll see patterns in 3s, or you'll see the number 7 sometimes in my art. And that's just like my wink to God. So it's like, hey, I'm using the talent. So I think, you know, like me getting out here and doing lives now, it feels like, you know, I'm using the talent that God has given me, and I shouldn't be hiding it. I should be showing the world what talent he has given me to paint and to make beautiful things and get it out in the world. And yeah, Fibonacci sequence. Yep. And here is a bird I painted on also a wood panel. I like the wood panels a lot. They're easy to wire and hang. Pine cone. Yeah, it kind of looks like a pine. He's got a pine cone look to him. Okay. This one is a cafe scene. I'm impressed some of you are coming back. You already saw a lot of this stuff. Some of you who are on the previous live, so that's cool. You're gonna see a lot of repeats because you already watched the live earlier. But there you go. Can you see it better? There you go. There's a big mug right there in the middle, and little tables and some bunting. And then you can see, like, I actually used spray paint in some spots, and I put, like, there's the number 8 for completion is behind there. You love me still for being here. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate anybody who sticks around. It's awesome that you are taking the time out of your evening or day, wherever you're from, to watch my live, because I know that everybody's time is precious. So it's cool that you're hanging out here with me. This one is my cat, Alex. He was sleeping on the chair in my art studio, so I felt compelled to paint this. Paint bucket drip is cool yet messy. Yes, it can definitely be messy. I never shy away from a mess though. I kind of thrive in a little bit of messy chaos, so I'm not one for a spick and span, like everything has to be perfect. And I think that's how my art works for me, because I have that intuitive process, and I allow the mess to happen in between. Because sometimes your best pieces come out, or at least some of my best pieces have happened in the mess. So this one is one of my Christian paintings. These are like orbs or like angels, and of course 3s, the 3 crosses. It says believe right here. And this one I actually use glitter. I know some artists look down on using glitter in their art, but I like to try different media. So this one's kind of groovy. Has like a 70s feel to it. And this one is on wood panel as well. It says Le Cafe right here, and Le Cafe. There's like a little tiny cafe in there, and she has her umbrella. It's giving like French style. I actually went to France my last semester of college years and years ago, and I absolutely loved it. It was so cool. And so some of my artwork is French inspired. And here's some sushi, because I love sushi. It's tasty. So sometimes paintings just aren't that deep, okay? Sometimes it's just something I like, and I want to represent that. So, and sushi's one of those things. So. I go from something not that deep to something pretty deep. So this is New Earth Rising. It's based off of a rapture dream I had when I was like preteen age, ages ago. So I painted this back in 2019 to represent that rapture dream I had. The dream was basically seeing a planet come up into the Earth's atmosphere and rise up, and I saw it, you know, I saw people going up into the sky. It was pretty cool. I assumed it was a rapture dream. It felt very real at the time, but like I said, that was years and years ago. But this, I had decided to paint as close as I could to represent what I thought I saw. So obviously it's pretty abstract. Okay, this one, she kind of represents calm and meditation and prayer. She's just relaxed. Her hair is just blowing off to the side, and I used some mixed media piece, like some vintage papers here, and I used stenciling, and I dripped some paint over top. But it's very simple but very relaxing. These two are very much like graffiti-like. Oh, they kind of go together. Yeah. This one's pretty simple, but it's just this one's more of like an intuitive painting and using paint markers and making patterns all over. I like the interplay of the dark and the light. This one is an old one from 2019. Very simple. Just some cutesy colors, and says love. Love and heart. Alright, this one, I didn't notice this until after I made the painting, but there's like this face, like if you can see its mouth and its eye, and it's like going this way, and there's a cross right here. It's kind of creepy, but it's cool as well, because you know, I didn't do that on purpose. It just came out that way. So I left it. I didn't do anything else with it after I saw that. So what are you all doing tonight besides watching me? Or do any of you do art or make art? Alright. Let's see what else I can show you. This is one of my favorite ones right here. I just like how the colors turned out on her. You can actually see like the texture of the paint on the painting. Just kind of got a smirk. You know what? I'm going to show you some of my art prints. Oops. I just dropped something. I'll get it later. This one, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I love it. But check this one out. How cool is that? This one is one of my favorites I've done. Oh, it's so much fun. I need to make art prints of that one. But yeah. This is definitely makes me happy, makes my heart happy. Here's another one. They kind of go together. And then there's one more that's kind of along the same lines. Lines, get it? It's line work. I have a bunch of, this is art print of an original large painting I have that I've made. It's one of my abstracts. I sell these this size for $25, or two of them for $40. So you get a reduction if you buy 2 of them. You got a deduction, I don't know. You get a discount. Let me see. Okay. And this is one of the art prints of, you know, this is of another one of mine. Of course, it's one of mine. They're all one of mine, but let me see what else I can show you. I recently found some of my older paintings from like 2019 as well. This drawing of a butterfly. And then this one says harvest. Perfect for fall coming up. And then this is just me randomly making buttons. And here's another piece on paper. Let me see what else I can show you. Oh, so I had a an obsession with Jared Leto, you know, from 30 Seconds to Mars, you know, from My So-Called Life, if you're old enough to remember him in that. You know, he played Joker. But yeah, I drew a picture of him from one of his pictures on his Instagram, I think, years ago. What do you think? Not too bad, right? I think I overdid his beard right here, but oh, this one's fun. This was just a doodle that I made. It was fun. It kind of looks like something you would find in a coloring book. Let's see what else. Oh, this one's cool too. I like this one a lot. She kind of looks some like punk 80s. And this one is of my cat, Alex. It's a mixed media piece. It has some music paper in there. Let's see what else. I also like to do mini pieces like this and like that, like that. And there's some more 8x8 size. This one says renewal. I know it's backwards. But there's this one. So this one, flowers. And this one says Jesus loves you. And I actually used real pressed buttercup flowers in the piece here. This one is just a bunch of eyeballs. Here's this one. All right. So let me move my water. And I'm going to show you some more art prints. Let's see. hopefully the glare isn't too much. There we go. That's a cat, doodle cat. This one is one of my abstracts. Actually, I have this on a pillow in my Etsy shop. So like I said, if you go to Etsy and search Rachael Caskey Art, you'll find that's my Etsy shop, and you'll find this on a pillow. I had somebody buy it on a pillow. They really love it. So this one says Café du Monde, another French-inspired piece with a cafe. If you may see a theme here. The original of this piece already sold, but I still sell the prints, of course. This is represents Amiens in France. That's where I stayed when I studied abroad years ago in college. And this is the representation of the shops along the Somme River. And I actually still have the original of this, and it's got a really cool floating frame on it that my neighbor made for me. So I'll have to show that to you later. But that's what that one looks like. This is a small print of a very large painting that I actually just sold recently at the Pittsburgh Gallery Crawl. So super excited. The person who bought it, they absolutely loved it. They said that it was the perfect piece for their apartment. So that was pretty validating to sell a large piece like that. So thank you if you're watching. This one. All right. So, hope you're all doing well. I am going to drop off here and head over to TikTok and see if there's anybody over there who wants to take a look at my stuff. And I hope you all have a good one. Bye.